Hello, Carol.
Hello, teacher.
Oh, we have other classmates, but I don't know who.
Is Amin.
Okay. Thanks. Give me a second. Well, Amin, are you there? Well, he doesn't have the microphone on. Let's wait some minutes.
Teacher, I was doing the assessment, but for me really is difficult the passive voice. I believe that the only issue that for me has been really difficult is it. I don't know why, but today I spent the whole afternoon try to look in videos or something like this, or try to understand it.
Don't
But
worry, we will study that tonight because 3 other students had the same problem.
yeah, teacher, I don't know why. I believe that in short sentence is easily, I guess, but in long sentence that in the news, for example, is more difficultly.
Okay.
But I do the homework, but I don't know.
Don't worry, we will work through it.
Okay, thank you.
Well, your classmates, hello, Ami.
Hello, teacher. Hello, everybody.
While your classmates join the encounter, I want to ask you to watch a video that's gonna help you to review a sound that is necessary to practice. Let me show you. It's a 10-minute video. This is the link, and the sound that you guys are going to practice is this one here. So this sound that we have here, we usually found it when we have one consonant, one sound, one stress syllable, in which we have a vowel and the consonant R. So usually we have this sound. So it's not, here we don't pronounce E, but we pronounce first. Yes, you round your lips, and pronounce like an E, but with the lips rounded. First, urban, and girl. So please use this link that I just shared with you and watch the video. It's a 10 minutes video, and we will meet again at 8:15. Okay, 8:15. Please watch the video and do the exercises in the video. Hello, Catalina. Welcome.
Sorry I'm late, but I was in my other class.
Okay, no problem. We just started, and the idea is to practice the sound that I've just show you. So that's a 10-minute video. So I will ask you guys to start now, and we will meet again at 8:15.
Okay, can you send me the link of the video, please?
It's in the chat box.
Yeah, but because I just entered, I don't have the chat.
Okay.
What you have wrote it before.
Okay. Is this one?
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay.
Good evening, teacher. Hello.
Hello, Giovanni. I sent you a message because your classmates are watching a video, but they are about to finish. So let's wait till they finish to continue, okay?
Okay, okay.
Did you guys finish?
Yes, teacher.
Amin and Carol? Not yet.
No,
Not
yet,
yet,
teacher.
teacher. A little bit more, please.
Okay.
I'm finished.
All right. So please practice that sound several times. It's important to produce the correct sound so we don't pronounce a different word. So, Ami, could you please read the three words that we find that you see on the screen?
First, urban, girl.
Okay, good. Carol?
First, urban and girl.
All right, good. Julian? Julian, are you there? Taliana?
I have to pronounce
Yes,
the
please.
words.
Yes, please.
First, urban, girl.
Okay, thank you. So your task is to practice the sounds that you see in the video, that you watch in the video several times, okay? So now we're going to continue with the topic that you practiced last week, which is passive voice. Some of you had problems to understand it, well, three of you. So I will go through it again so all of you can understand it at the end of the virtual encounter. So first, I would like Amin to tell us about his presentation, and based on his presentation, I will explain the structure of passive voice. All right. So Amin, are you ready?
I'm ready, teacher.
Okay. So please tell us about Open English. Do you see my screen?
Okay. Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Bueno, in this sentence, there are passive voice structure.
Exactly.
For example, Open English was found by a young Venezuelan guy named Andres Moreno, who due to his father work like his childhood and youth in 9 countries. The next picture, please. Thinking about doing business, he dedicated himself take American students to Venezuelan companies in order to improve their English levels, and in return, they learn Spanish. The idea was good, but the business did not grow as fast as he expected. So some friends suggested the possibility of setting up the company of the internet and selling their course. There is not a passive voice structure, but the next picture there is. Influenced by his need to know English to communicate and find employment, he decided to found Open English, a platform to learn that language. Teacher, so in this sentence, for example, when I say he decided to found Open English, this is a passive voice structure.
No. Here we have active because we have the person who makes the action. We have then the verb, and then we have the object that receives the action. In passive voice, we have the object first. So we need to write Open English
Okay.
was founded by a Venezuelan guy. Let's see.
A Venezuelan guy, exactly. Um, like the third picture. Okay.
Exactly. So
Teacher, I have a question.
yes,
So that means that we can modify it a little bit the sentence for achieve that we want.
yes. So the idea was to read the article and change the structure of the sentences to write 7 passive voice
I
sentences.
mean, I know about change the structure. I mean, we can add some new sentence, some new word,
Ver-
or change a little bit. Last as there you have a Venezuelan guy, for example, that's not aggressive in this sentence.
Exactly. Yes, we can change it if we want to add information about the person who made the action. Remember that that is not necessary in passive voice, but if we want, we can write it. We can write the person who made the action at the end of the sentence. So the thing is that the structure changes. We put first the object, then the verb to be in past, and the past participle of the other verb. And then, if we want, we write the person who made the action introduced by the preposition by.
Okay,
Okay.
teacher, thank you.
We will work again in other exercises with other two presentations to clarify this, okay? So, continue, please.
Okay. At the beginning, Andres was trying to find investors who were interested in his project. Desperate to find capital and move from the borrowed sofa on which he slept, Andres went out every day to get investors and end up getting enough capital to start.
Okay,
Next picture. Today, Open English is being
valued.
valued at more than $350 million and has more than 500,000 students in many countries. In this sentence, there is a passive voice. Really, teacher?
Yes,
Open
we
English
have
is being valued at more than.
exactly. We have the object, then we have the verb to be passive is a this is a present continuous in a passive way. And
Valued.
then we don't have information about the doer of the action, but we have a complement.
Okay.
Okay.
Next picture. Also, Open English is being designed to become a virtual education platform, a project that offers online training in programming, web development, mobile device, and digital marketing.
Okay, good. So, if we have here from bottom sofa, Andres went out every day to get investors and ended up here. We have Andres went out every day to get investors and ended up getting enough capital to start. So, how can we change this idea and express it with a passive voice sentence?
With investors
Mm,
or on Open English.
got investors. Yes, you can do it with investors because here investors is one of the objects of the sentence,
Uh-huh.
and enough capital is also other other object. It means what Andres got was in or were investors and enough capital. So Andres is the person who made the action and the verb is get, right? So sorry, should be yellow. I'm writing.
For example, so investor was
Yeah.
fined by Andres, for example.
Okay, if it's plural, we need the plural form of the verb.
Where investor were founded by Andres.
Sorry,
Found
by Andres.
To getting enough capital to start.
Okay, good.
To start the business, exactly.
Good. So you see, you need to analyze in the sentence in the active voice, you need to analyze the person or object that receives the action to put it first in the sentence. That's
okay, teacher.
Good, I mean. Okay, let's continue with Daliana. Daliana, you're gonna tell us about the coffee waste that Ford is using to make some parts of the cars they produce.
Yes, teacher. For example, in the title was the thing that I've not changed because the correct way could be McDonald's coffee waste is being turned into headlights by Ford.
Very
For
good.
example. Okay.
Exactly.
Actually, I had heard about McDonald's made some changes into the menus to make them healthier, and they try to strives to help the planet as the brand and the resources it uses. And if you can see, for example, in McDonald's has been helped to turn coffee parts into car parts. And for that reason, Ford choose it to make an agreement and use the coffee skin that they don't longer use to do studies and use it in their cars. Teacher, you can change the slides, please. The next. Number 3, teacher, please.
This one?
And 3, teacher. Okay. And coffee bean skin that comes off during the roasting process are being incorporated into the plastic hand lap housing. Use it in some cards. And now what is being done is to use the coffee shaft with plastic. Teacher, you can change to the number 4, please.
This one?
4, teacher. Before, yes. Okay, and now what is being done is to use the coffee shaft with plastic and other additives to create a consistent paste. And in fact, it's much better than what they used before, and because it's more heat resistant and lasts longer. and the material will be incorporated into more cards and will be used for more parts by Ford. Is correct this sentence, teacher?
Yes, that sentence is correct.
Okay. And number 6, please. Thank you. And innovative and sustainable materials have been developed to build consumer products. And you can go to the next, please. Organic materials has been used for over a decade in different experiments. One of the materials has been used to the company. It's a soy-based. For example, soy-based foam has been used in Ford cushions since 2011. And the next, please. Okay, coffee shop could be used to build more car parts, and McDonald's could be reached out because the restaurant chains and interested in keeping sustainable goals. As I said before, McDonald's have always tried to improve using sustainable resources or ones that don't cause so much damage to the environment. So for that reason, they try to make experiments with sustainable resources to improve and make products more healthier for everyone in their menus in this case. Then in the last one, please, teacher. And more environmentally friendly coffee cups are being used in McDonald's to keep their sustainability goals. For example, then they don't use what is the word? It's styrofoam. Teacher, is the correct pronunciation for in Spanish?
Foam?
Icopor styrofoam
Uh-huh.
for icopor styrofoam.
Yes.
Okay, styrofoam is not used anymore by McDonald's and was replaced with biodegradable plastic or paperboard. And that is another of the changes that made by the company at the moment.
Okay,
Thank you,
good.
teacher. I don't know, it was good.
It was good. I just want you to watch some sentences and then we will try to change them into passive. So, how can we change this? McDonald's has helped to turn coffee parts into car parts.
Okay. It's not necessary to use been, has been.
But here we have the organization that makes the action. So this is an active voice sentence.
Okay. Coffee parts could be the object.
Exactly.
Coffee parts has coffee parts. Has helped to turn into car parts by McDonald's by Ford in this case.
But coffee don't help. Coffee is turned. So coffee parts
Have been
have been turned partes del café han sido
Transformadas
transformadas ¿en qué?
into car parts.
Exacto.
Okay.
Okay, let's do the next one. Traditionally was explained uses plastic and chalk to make its headlamp housing. Okay, this sentence is not correct because we don't have the doer of the action to say
Mm,
that this is active, or we don't have the object at the beginning.
okay, in this case, it's Ford.
Okay, traditionally Ford has used
Has used.
plastic and chalk to make its headlamp housing.
Okay.
Now we have inactive because we have the doer, the verb, and the object. Now we need to change it into a passive voice sentence.
Okay. Hand lab housing. Mm, has used plastic and chalk. Okay, has used no. Have have been used. Have been used.
Had been,
Used.
las lámparas han sido ¿qué?
Usadas.
No.
No. It's plastic and chalk. Sorry, teacher.
Puedes hacer una también con headlamps. O haz una entonces con plastic and chalk.
Okay. Plastic and chalk have been used. And hand lab housing.
To make.
To make hand housing by Ford. And the other hand lab housing have I don't know, have been used plastic and chalk
No, have been made
have been made
with
plastic and chalk.
or better, made out of plastic and chalk.
It's necessary to put by Ford. It's only
No, it's not necessary.
okay.
Okay, other one. We have the material will be incorporated into more cars and use it for more parts by Ford. So this is okay. The material will be incorporated into more cars, and we have, if we have an and, we need to use the same structure. So here we have the verb incorporated. Here we have the verb use. We are missing will be. So and will be used for more parts by Ford.
Okay, teacher. In every sentence that we have a connector, we need to put the same structure from the beginning.
Yes, we need to find out if we are saying I went to the grocery store, and if I'm going to write the and, the next verb needs to be also in past.
Okay.
And bought a bottle of wine, right? So it happens to say here, you have passive voice here, and after the and, we need also a verb in a passive voice way.
Okay.
Okay, the next one. It's being experimented with organic materials for over a decade.
Mm,
This is
Or-
active voice. It is the organization, right? Is
yes.
for. It has been experimented is a verb in an active way. And this is a complement.
Could be organic materials for over a decade have been experimented by Ford.
After organic materials, we need the verb.
Experimenting. Have
Is
been experiment.
is what Carol asked at the beginning. We have here to change the verb because organic material is not experimenting something. It has been used for experiment.
Okay. Use.
So here we need a different verb. Somebody experiments, or in this case, a company experiments with something. Here, that something, that object, is used for the experiments.
Okay.
All right, finally, we have coffee shop could be used to build car parts. And it reached out to McDonald's because of the restaurant chain's scale. So again, so if we have and,
Yes.
so coffee shop could be used to build car parts, and
Could be reached. Could be reached. Could be reached out.
okay, but what? McDonald's. And McDonald's could be reached out because of the restaurant chain's scale. Okay, good, Aliena. So
thank you, teacher. Yes, it's very confusing.
a little bit. We need to practice more. That's all right. Okay, Catalina, could you be next, please? I have your
Yes, teacher.
presentation here. Okay, what's the article that you read about?
It's about Finland giving each parent 7 months of leave, so they will have a gender equality, and it will also help kids to be more prioritized. So they change the leave for more days. So
Okay.
parent leave laws are being switched in Finland. 164 days given to each parent by Finland's new family leave policy. Up to 69 of one parent's days will be allowed to be transferred to the other parent if desired. And all 328 days are being given to single parents by the country. A place for the child at the center of the family benefit is guaranteed, and well-being and gender equality are promoted by the model. Finland's governing coalition of 5 parties, all of which have female leaders and almost all are under the age of 35, are headed by Marin.
Marin is the Prime Minister.
Marin is the Prime Minister, the new Prime Minister of Finland.
Okay.
Family-friendly policies, including parental leave, among 31 rich countries were analyzed on a UNICEF report released last year.
Good. Did you watch the video that was in the web page? By chance, that was about the same topic.
I didn't see the video. Which one? Because there was one that was like a propaganda.
No, that one was about. That was an interview to a woman about the new law.
In what part, teacher? Sorry.
When you
Because I clicked on a video and it was just like propaganda.
Okay, no problem.
About
so
business.
I wanted to ask you if you or what's the reason that you think is being the main reason why Finland is doing this change.
As I told you, something that they are doing about the gender equality. So they want women and men to have the same rights, and also for the kid to share the same amount of time with the parent.
Okay, well, that's what the article says, but the video that I mentioned is an interview to a woman, and it explains that Finland is doing those changes because there are not enough children in the area, and people are getting older. So in order for the system to continue, so they need people. They need people to pay taxes to continue with the whole system they have. So this is something that they are implemented in order to encourage people who live there to have family, or to attract foreigners to live there and have family.
Okay.
Okay, good. Very good, Catalina. Thank you.
Thank you, teacher.
Let's see, then we have Paola.
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Okay, teacher. My topic is about the Olympic Tokyo Games. In my first slide, is well, my passive voice is despite coronavirus outbreak, Tokyo Games are not being cancelled by organizers. The organizers will not allow cancellation also because there is a lot of money involved.
Exactly.
The second slide. Okay. 60,000 people have been infected worldwide, and 1,350 have died due to the outbreak of coronavirus. This slide is about people who have died and infect people. The third slide, the cancellation of Tokyo Games has not been considered by President Yoshiro Mori. It's obviously Tokyo's president clarifies again the Olympics game will not be cancelled.
Okay, good.
Cancelled. Excuse me. Fourth slide. Necessary precautions are being taken so that athletes and people coming to Japan are not affected by the coronavirus outbreak. The International Committee is taking all necessary precautions to protect people. 5 slide. Wait a minute, because protecting the world rugby community and the general public has been a priority for the world rugby. World Rugby is worried, so they confirmed in past days that the Hong Kong and Singapore events will be moved from April to October. 6. Tickets that had been purchased will be used in tournaments rescheduled or reimbursed by World Rugby. Is for this situation, the World Rugby said this communication. This communication. In 7th slide, golf events in Thailand and Singapore schedules to start this month were cancelled by the Ladies Professional Golf Association. Also, the Chinese Grand Prix was postponed this another event.
Okay, good. So 2 events have been, or the organizer have modified the schedule of 2 events, the rugby one and the
LPGA and Grand Prix, 2 events.
Good. Any question for Paola?
No question, teacher.
No, teacher.
All right. And finally, we have Giovanni's presentation. Thank you, Paola.
Destino Portal Américas, Ricaurte.
Hello, good evening.
Give me a second, Giovanni.
Okay.
Okay, here we have your presentation. So this is about, okay, well, you read the same
Same topics.
article. But we're going to work on correcting the sentences. Here we have the virus that is
Okay, teacher.
the one that causes the action, right? That we have has so far claimed the lives Okay, so the yellow one is the one that takes the action. In this case, it's a virus. Then we have the verb, which is in active voice, and then we have the object.
Exactly.
So we need to reorganize the sentence that you wrote here to write the passive voice sentence.
Okay, teacher. I wanted to do something different because I wanted to translate the active voice to passive voice. So
Yeah, that's what we are going
yeah.
to do. But this one is wrong. So we need to correct it.
Okay.
If we need to put first the object, so we put first the blue one, yes? The lives of 330 people. What?
Were infected. Yes, of course. The life of 1,030 50 people were infected by the virus
Were claimed
or were claimed. Yes. Okay.
by the virus. Okay.
By the virus.
Let's do
Correct.
the third one. Here we have, there are no plans to cancel the Tokyo 2020 Games, despite the novel coronavirus outbreak in Asia.
Despite the novel coronavirus outbreak in Asia, there aren't plans to cancel the game by Tokyo 2020. That's okay?
Yes, but this is active voice.
Son las 21 horas del 20 de febrero de 2020.
No, I thought that I wanted to translate that way. I don't know if I am mistaken.
I mean, in order to change it into passive, we need to find out who is the one that makes the action. So here it is not mentioned the person who is who has the power to decide if the games are going to be canceled or not. But we have the verb cancel, and we have the object that are the Tokyo Games. So with that, we can write a passive voice sentence. We need to write first the object.
Exactly.
So the Tokyo 2020 Games. What?
Okay. The Tokyo 2020 Games. Bueno,
what is the tense that we need to use? Present, past, future, present perfect.
Is present. Is present. Are not aren't are, aren't being planned.
No, no, no van a ser, no se van a cancelar, no se van a cancelarse, es futuro, no serán cancelados, no
No
será,
será. Won't be cancelled.
exactly.
Okay, perfect.
Próximas paradas, Candela y Banderas.
Okay, let's try with the next sentence. World Rugby confirmed Thursday that the Hong Kong Sevens and the Singapore Sevens had been moved from April to October.
Próximas paradas, Candela y Banderas.
Here we already have a passive voice. Why? Because somebody moved the schedule, but it doesn't say who. It says the company or the organization that confirmed the news, but it doesn't say who makes the action of moving the schedule of the event. So this sentence is already in a passive voice way.
Okay.
Here we
Okay,
have
teacher.
the Hong Kong Sevens and the Singapore Sevens that are the events or the object of the sentence, then the verb in passive voice, and then a complement. But we don't have the person who made the decision of changing or moving the schedule. Let's try with the next one.
Okay. Thank you.
Fans and everyone working on the event is always our highest priority.
Our highest priority on the event has always been worked by the fan and everyone. That's
No,
okay?
no,
No?
has always been worked.
Okay, teacher, but tell me.
I don't think here we can write a passive voice sentence because we don't have an action that a verb that expresses that the action is the action has an object that receives the there is not an object that receives the action. La prioridad para alguien, no, imagino que para los organizadores son las personas.
Okay.
Eso es un hecho, pero no puedo volver eso una oración pasiva.
Okay.
Por el verbo que tenemos ahí. Tratemos con este. The LPGA canceled 2 golf events. Okay, here we have the organization that makes the action,
Exactly.
the verb, and then the object that receives the action. So what will be the sentence in passive voice?
The sentence. This month was cancelled 2 golf events in Thailand and Singapore scheduled by the LPGA.
No, but that is wrong. That is wrong because in passive voice, we need to put first the object. What is the object of the sentence?
The objects?
Yes, the object is the one that receives, is the thing or the person that receives the action. The action is canceled, and the organization that makes the action is LPGA. So what is the object?
Golf event?
Exactly. So 2 golf events in Thailand. Then we need the verb in passive voice. What is the verb?
Okay. The golf event in Thailand were cancelled?
Exactly.
Like the
Were cancelled.
LPGA?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for your explanation.
You are welcome.
Próximas paradas.
Let's try it with a
Transversal
new one.
86.
Oh no, that was the end. Okay. Well, anyway, since you have Dexway, since Monday,
Destino Portal
you will have the
América.
opportunity to practice more this topic with the platform and more exercises.
Teacher,
Yes,
okay, thank you.
Giovanni.
Teacher, I have a question. It's about the next presentation, the PowerPoint, that we have to write 3 different events. We have to record in our voice. Do we have to talk about the third conditional or something like that? Or
The idea
whatever
is
we
to
want?
practice the use of third conditional by thinking about a decision that you made in the past, that you reflect about that decision at this moment. So you cannot change the decision, you're just going to reflect what other possibilities you had in the past and what could have happened if you have chosen the other option that you didn't choose in the past.
Okay, okay, thank you,
So
teacher.
example, if I have, let's say that I had the possibility to last December I had 2 possibilities to go on vacations,
Próximas
either to
paradas.
go to Cali
Transversal
or
86 y Biblioteca Tintán.
to go to Cartagena, let's say. And I chose the first possibility. Now for the third
Destino
conditional,
Portal Américas.
I
Transversal
reflect
86.
about the possibilities that I had if I had chosen Cartagena. I just cannot change the past, so I would say if I had
Próximas
visited
paradas.
Cartagena,
Biblioteca Tintán y Portal Américas.
I would have gone to let's say
To the
the
beach.
castles, let's say.
It's Castle, San
Yes.
Felipe Castle.
Okay. So this is not real. It's just a reflection about possibilities that I had in the past and I didn't choose. And so I need to use that structure, past participle, and the clause that has would has present perfect. Si yo hubiera visitado Cartagena, habría ido al castillo de San Felipe. So third conditional is always to talk to express ideas about reflections about decisions made in the past, but something that you cannot change, or regrets. Okay, any other question?
No, teacher.
All right. Julian, are you there? No. All right. So I didn't get the presentation, Julian's presentation and Carlos' presentation.
Teacher, I sent you my presentation by the chat. But
In the chat, let's see. Okay. This is, did you see it, Carol?
yes, teacher, I can see it. Well, that's the title. Families living on $3 a day will be live in the world's first 3D printed neighborhood is being built.
Okay. Well, let's correct that one. We cannot write here. Well, this is the person that makes the action. They will live. They will live in the world's first 3D printed neighborhood. Okay, like that. Now, if we want to change it,
3D printed neighborhood is being building for families living on $3 a day. Teacher, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you, but I was thinking maybe you can write 3D printed neighborhood will be built for families living. Okay, in this way we have que un barrio en 3D que será construido con ayuda de una impresora 3D, será construido para las familias que viven con
$3 al día.
¿Sí? Ahí no decimos quién es el que va a hacer el barrio, por eso es pasiva la oración. Okay, let's try this one.
Teacher, that's just the title. Families in need of shelter are helped by New Story, a nonprofit.
New Story is an organization, right?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, that is a good sentence. That's correct.
Okay.
Hold on. That's the third one.
Okay. In an impoverished, I don't know how to pronounce it, teacher.
Impoverished.
In an impoverished rural part of Mexico, two houses were built with a giant 3D printer. That was like the first proof.
A giant. Good. that is a good passive voice sentence. We have the houses, we have were built, and we don't have who made the action. Good. The next one.
Okay. By the end of 2020, our hope 15 new houses will be built.
Okay, here we don't need our hope because it means nuestra esperanza. So by the
Okay.
end of 2020, 50.
Es algo como se espera que hayan. O sea, lo
That
que.
the active voice it was we hope. Esperamos. We hope to build.
Okay.
But the passive will
Okay.
be 50 new houses.
Teacher, but can you put at the beginning, for example, hopefully by the end of 2020?
Yes, that's possible. Good. The next one.
Okay. Families to live in the homes are found by Echale, a non-profit in Mexico. It is like it is order that select the people that deserve it.
Yeah, that is correct. Entonces, las familias que vivirán en las casas serán halladas por esta organización, ECALE, that is a non-profit organization in Mexico.
Teacher, as it is a non-profit,
I need to pronounce that like you said, Ekale or just Echale, I don't know.
Well, I would say Echale, because it's from Mexico, so that's the name in Spanish, right? Echale, I would say.
Okay.
Okay, the next one.
2,700 homes have been built in South America and Mexico since it was founded in 2014. I forget the 14 teacher. Sorry. 2000. Okay, it was right. Okay, in 2014 by New Study.
That is correct.
Okay.
And that was the last one. Very good.
Can you put the first one slide, please? Because I want to take a picture. Thank you. Thank you, teacher.
Okay. Good. Any question?
No, teacher.
Okay. Julian, are you there?
No, teacher, thank you.
Julian is not there. Okay. And then we were missing Giovanni's presentation for the presentation that was missing last encounter, but well, I think he's going home, it seems, so I guess he will present it next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, you are right.
Okay.
Well, to tell the truth, in this moment, I'm not at home. I was in the
Transmilenio.
Yes, of course. And I am on my way home at the moment. The last synchronic encounter, I have the presentation back in my computer, in my laptop. So I wanted to show my presentation, but the time
was not enough.
Yes, of course. No, it was not enough. But right now, in this moment,
you can.
Yes, and no, it's impossible to get to my house. It takes me 25 minutes to get to my house right now. Yes, but in the next encounter, I promise I'm going to show you my presentation again. Okay?
Yes. Okay, Giovanni. So you will start next encounter with your presentation. In our next encounter, I will ask you guys some questions, all of you, about your the three decisions that you took in life, and we will review the topic of relative clauses. That is one of the topics that you need to study this week.
Okay, teacher.
Yes,
Excuse
Ronnie.
me, I have a question about the test way. In this way, we have in the unit 1.
Yes, you can. You need to start. You need to work on all the units from
Okay.
1 till unit 6.
Yes, of course, because we say the unit 3, but we have to habilitate the system in this week, the unit 1 for
Yeah,
this week. Okay, perfect.
I mean, yes, it's up to you how fast you can work in Dexway. What I advise is that you work this week in unit 3. So if you have questions about relative clauses, that is the topic that we will study next week, you can you have studied in advance the topic, so we can solve or we can discuss the questions that you might have. But it's up to you the way you work in Dexway. I mean, if you start with
Okay.
unit 1 or with unit 3,
Okay.
it's up to you.
No, I didn't know. I didn't know that. That's okay. Okay, teacher. Thank you.
Okay,
Perfect.
good. So that's all for tonight. Thank you for your presentations, for your participation, and
Thank you, teacher.
have a good weekend, everybody.
The same to you, teacher. Thank you.
Thank you,
Okay.
teacher.
Have a
Good
good
night.
weekend.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye bye, everybody.
Bye.